Hello everyone, I'm Frank and welcome to Frank Puzzles, and this is today's easy level puzzle. Now take that easiness with a grain of salt because it's considered easy by the people on the Logic Masters Germany forum, and there's a lot of really smart people there. Today's puzzle is called Rat Run 15 Connectedness by Marty Sears, and this is I love the Rat Run series. It's definitely a very fun, very interesting logic series with the rat Finks running through the maze. Here are the rules. Normal Sudoku rules apply, which means fill every row, column, and box with the digits 1 through 9 without repeats. We also have the aim of the experiment. Finks the rat, which is the rat here, must reach the cupcake by finding a path through the maze. The path must not visit any cell more than once, cross itself, or pass through any thick maze walls. As well as moving orthogonally, Finks may move diagonally if there is a 2x2 space in which to do so, but may never pass diagonally through rounded ends / corners of the wall. So that means, for example, it could go through a 2x2 area here, or here, any of these 2x2 areas. It can move diagonally, but it cannot go diagonally through, well, it can't go through a wall, and it can't go diagonally through one of these rounded ends. So it cannot go this way if, for example, you were trying to have a path go there, because it would be going through a wall, or through the rounded end of a wall. And that's just the general idea of what it's trying to get through, of Finks trying to essentially use its path to essentially get to the cupcake. Now, if it were only this easy, but this is an example of Finks getting to the cupcake. Okay, we also have black currants. Cells connected by a black current, which is also known as a black Kropke dot, have a 1-to-2 ratio. That is, one is double the other. Not all possible black currents have been given. So as an example, if this were a 2, this would have to be a 1 or 4 to maintain the 1-to-2 ratio. We also have teleports. Teleports, entering a teleport. So all these colored they're not spirals. They suggest spirals, but they're really just enclosed circles. Any of these enclosed circles are essentially teleports, and entering a teleport will cause Finks to be instantly transported to the matching colored teleport. From there, she can continue her journey. Matching teleports always have identical digits, but teleports that don't match always have different digits. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. So, and we have all these teleports. So all these teleports are the same as the same lettered teleport, or the same color teleport. It's easier probably to see it by letter, actually. Well, color is actually not too bad either, right? So this is an A, this is an A, and therefore they are the same digit. This is a B, this is a B, therefore these are the same digit. However, also, all the teleports, if they are not matching, must be different. And as you can see, we have teleports labeled from A through I, which is 9 digits. So we have 9 distinct digits in all of the teleports, because we have A here, B here, C here, D here, E is these two, F is these, we have G, H, and I. And they have to be different digits from if they are different letters or different teleports, essentially. And those are the rules about teleports. And finally, we have the test constraint. Finks's path is formed of one or more segments. Any uses of teleports will divide Finks's path up into physically separate segments. That is, if a teleport is used, the current path segment ends at the entry teleport, and a new separate path segment begins at the matching exit teleport. Any path segment must function as a renban. It must consist entirely of a set of non-repeating consecutive digits, which can be arranged in any order along the path segment. Okay. So for any path segment that Finks is on, it has to be a renban, renban line, which means that it has to be a set. It must contain a set of consecutive non-repeating digits. And remember, we only have 9 digits here. So there is a constraint there. Renbans can only be 9 in length because you can't have repeats, right? That's actually probably going to be very important. But if you say you had a 4-length renban, say Finks went to teleport A, right? And this would form one renban on its own. So it could be the digits, say, like, 5, 7, 8, 6. And then this could be a renban here. This would be 6, 3, 4 or something. But that wouldn't work because of the black current, but that's a different issue. Or actually, this wouldn't work in general. This would have to be like 6, 7, 8. Or 6, 8, 7. But this wouldn't work because of the black current. But that's another issue there. But basically, it forms essentially, in this, we have the teleports acting as the same digit. These are a consecutive set of non-repeating digits, right? 5, 6, 7, and 8 are all consecutive. 6, 7, and 8 are all consecutive. Now, the 6, 3, 4 that I tried using earlier doesn't work because 3 and 4 are not consecutive with 6. So that's how renban line works. And I guess we should be using pink for the line drawing then. So we'll use pink because pink is usually the color for renban lines. Or magenta, I guess, if you want to put it, if it's a different color for you. Anyways, those are all the rules. If you'd like to play along, there's going to be a link in the description. And now, I'm going to get started. Let's go. Okay. So, as I stated earlier, if Finks tried to get to any other teleportation device, it would be this, if it tried to go anywhere, if it tried to go here, this is already 11 cells long, and that's not allowed because you can't have a renban of length 9, or you can't have a renban of length greater than 9. If it tried to go straight to the cupcake, the problem is these digits all have to be different, right? And the only different one that was not on the path would be here. But then this would have to be that digit, and you would have 2 digits in the same box, which are repeats, right? Because all 8 of these are the same, so therefore, and these are all different. This must be different than these 8, and this must be different than these 8, so these must be the same digit. So it cannot go straight to the cupcake. Now, what about if Finks tried to get to other teleports? It could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So technically, it could get to an E. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So it can't get to G or H or I. It could go to the other A, but that's kind of pointless, right? If you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, you just enter in back here, and then you can't even get to any of the other cells. So it can never go to this A. It could always go to this A. That's the obvious one. It could also go to E. I don't think it can get to C. Actually, maybe it could get to C. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it could get to C also. That's interesting. So the options for Finks is to go to teleport A, teleport E here, and teleport C. But teleport E and C would be a full 9-length renban. Either way. What does that tell us? I'm not really sure. Actually, I am sure. It cannot be C, because if it were C, what are the remaining digits in row 1, right? These digits are all the same. This digit has to be one of these two digits, but these two digits, one of them would have to be one of these cells, right? Because only one of them could be where Finks starts off with. So she cannot go to C. What about E? E may be. So Finks can still actually go to A or to E. E is in a 1 to 2 ratio. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 8. G is in a 1 to 2 ratio. So this is also 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 8. And the rest, we don't really have that much there. Ooh, I have some water spillage. What else do we have? So she can go to A or she can go to E. What happens if she teleports to A? I think she has to go to E also, no matter what. Well, I guess 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So she can't get to the cupcake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. She can't get to C. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. She could get to E. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So either way, she has to get to E. I don't know if she can teleport to A. So either way, she has to get to E. If she teleports, she can't use C because C she can't go straight to the cupcake because these two have to be the same digit then, and that's not allowed. She can't get to C because in row 1, these two digits would have to be essentially, one of them would be here, but the other one would have to be here, and then you'd have a duplicate digit in box 3, which is not allowed. She could go to E, and she could go teleport to A, but then the A has to immediately teleport to E because that's the only other option. Um, hmm, that's interesting. So either way, she has to get to E, which means that she will definitely have to go along F, E to F. So she has to go from F to H. H, she could go to G or I. She needs to get to C, essentially, right? So C is the final one. So from C, she has to get to B. So we know she has to go that way, but she could actually do some funky stuff here. We don't know. She has to get to B, so B has to go to D. D. Well, the problem is she can't go to E here, right? So she has to go to E to F, F to H. I think, okay, so she can't, so from D, where can she get from D, essentially, is the question. I think she can't go from here. She can't get to A. She can't get anywhere else. She has to go from I here. So therefore, this has to go this way. So I has to go here, and then we don't know. Somehow it gets to D. Well, from I, you can either go straight from H, or you could go H to G and G to I. We're not no. You have to go G to I, because if you go H to I, it will teleport her there, which is not allowed. So this has to go some way to G. G has to go to I. And then you go exit out from I, right? So either she goes straight to E, she teleports to A, and then goes from A to E. And then from E, so the E has to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, or 8. From E, she has to go to F, F to H, H to somewhere to G, G to I to D, D to B, B to C somewhere, and then C to the cupcake. So we know 5 has to be somewhere along here. And it's either... Okay, the problem with this is this has to be both lows, right? It cannot be two highs. Or sorry, it's not possible for it to be two highs. And if it's a low and a high, the problem is this doesn't form a set of 5, which are continuous, and with this being a set of 4, unless they're all low here or they're all high here. Therefore, these must be all low, which makes this 1, 2, 4, and this has to be 3. So the 2 is here, and this is 3 with 1 or 4. No matter what, then, this cannot have a 3. So this can't be 3, which means this can't be 6. This cannot be a low, so you can't start with 1. We know there's a 5 here somewhere. And it cannot contain a 3. So it cannot contain 1 or 2 either. So this is at least 4 through 8. So this is 4 through 8, or it's 5 through 9. So this is 5 through 9, but it can't be 5, 6, or 7. 5, 6, 7, or 8. Because this is either 4 through 8 or 5 through 9, which contains 5, 6, 7, or 8. Therefore, this is a 9, which forces this to be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8. This can't be 4. This becomes a 1, 3 pair, which means in this box, you can't have a 1 or 3 in the rest of the box. Therefore, this is a 2, 4 pair here. And this has to be 2. So the H is a 2. This has to be 2, which means this cannot be 2. So it can't be 1, 2. It could be either 3, 6, or 4, 8. We're not sure which. This is 4 through 8. This has to be 4, 6, or 8. This can't be 1 or 2 then. It cannot be 2 because of this 2. This 2 is consecutive. It cannot contain a 4 here, but it needs a 4. So therefore, this is a 4. So this is 4. This is 4, which means none of these are 4. So this is 6 or 8, which means this is 3 or 4 here. The rest of these digits have to be 3 and 5, and either 1 and 6. We're not sure which. Well, that means 9 has to be one of these two. Therefore, this must be some combination of 7, 8, 9. This is in a 1 to 2 ratio. Therefore, this must be 8. Which means this has to be 7 and 9. Well, where can the 1 be in box 9? This can't be 7 anymore. This has to be 1. So this is 1, 3, and 5 then. This can't be 5. So let's see, we have a 6, 8, 6, 8 pair in column 9, which eliminates 6 and 8 in the rest of the column. This is 7 or 9. This has to be 7 or 9. This is an 8. That's interesting. And this is 4. So we need 7 digits at least, or 8. This is 8. Since this is 8, the red cannot be an 8, so it has to be a 6, which makes this a 3. This is 6, and this is 8. These are 4. This cannot be 4. Well, it can't be. It's 5 through 8. And it cannot be 6 or 8 because we already have a 6 and 8 teleport place. So this is 5 or 7. B cannot be 5 or 7. B is 1 and 3. D is also 1 through 3, and it cannot be 3 because we have a 6-3 pair here, which makes this can't be 3. This is 1. So this is 1, this is 3, which makes this a 3. A is 5, 7, or 9. We're not sure which. Oh, well, we have a 7, 9, 7, 9 pair in column 7, which eliminates 7 and 9 from the rest of the column. So this can't be 7 or 9. Well, that means this is 5. This can't be 5 or 7, which forces this to be a 6, 8 pair. This 3 means this can't be a 3, 6 pair. And we can't have 5, 6, or 8 in this cell because of the 5, 6, 8 pair in the box, so this is 7. Okay, that means this can't be 5. This can't be 5. So one of these is 2 or 4. That means the other one has to be 1 or 8. Well, this can't be 1 or 8. So this is the 2, 4. We have a 2, 4, 2, 4 pair in row 2, which eliminates 2 and 4 from the rest of the row. Therefore, this becomes, what do we have? 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. But this can't be 6 because of that 6. And this is 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. This is 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. But this can't be 8 because of this 8. The rest of this row, in row 9, have to be 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. And those are the only possibilities. This can't be 3 or 6. This can't be 4. The rest of row 6 has to be 1 and 2. The rest of column 7. Geez, I don't even know what I was thinking. Column 7 has to be 1 and 2. The rest of column 8 has to be 6, 8, and 9. Well, to get to 3 from whatever digit, you need a 4. Oh, this is a 5 anyway. So this is 4. This has to be 5. If we try, I guess it could go here, then down, then there, back that way. This can't be 2. This has to be 1. It does have to go down, actually. So it does have to go down. And then it could trace here and then here. It has to go that way. Because it cannot, it needs access to this one. And it cannot contain an 8 or a 9 because 7's not available. So this has to be the 6. This can't be 6. This can't be 6. So this is 8 or 9. The remaining digits here have to be, what is it, 2? Wait, we have 4 and... I don't know why I put this as 4. This is 5. This is 4. This is 1. This is 2. This has to be 6. This can't be 6. This can't be 6. So again, Finks has to go this way to get to... So she goes here. Okay, remaining digits here are 2, 7, 8, 9. And this can't be 2 or 8. This can't be 2. This can't be 2. So this must be a 2 here. One of these is 7. 8 can't be anywhere of these. Where's 8 in row 4? It has to be here. So this is 8, which makes this a 9. These can't be 9 anymore. So this is a 7-8 pair. The 7-8 pair in row 6 eliminates 7 and 8 in the rest of the row. So this is a 5. This is a 7. This can't be 7, so this is 9. The remaining digit is a 5 in row 5. Remaining digits in row 6 are 3 and 6. This is 3 or 6. This is 3 or 6. Remaining digits in row 4 are 1, 7, 9. Okay. This can't be 5 anymore. Remaining digits in column 6 are 2, 3, 4, 7. This can't be 4 actually. This is, which makes this a 2, which makes this 1. This can't be 2. This is 4. That makes this a 2. These cannot be 1. So if she tried to go through yellow and then teleported from yellow to yellow, she has to go this way, and she would have 2 2s on the red band line, which would be a repeat. So she cannot go this way. She has to specifically go to the red straight. So she goes straight to the red. We have a 1, 7, 9 then all along already on the path, and a 6. So she cannot have 1, 7, 9, or 6 on the rest of the path. Therefore, this can't be 6, 7, or 9. So this is 8. This can't be 6, 7, or 9. So this is 5. The remaining digits are 2, 3, and 4. And 2 cannot be here, so this is 3 or 4. This is 2, 3, 4. This is 2, 3, or 4. We have a 2, 3, 4 triplet in box 1, which eliminates 2, 3, and 4 from the rest of the box. Whereas the 1 cannot be here, it has to be here. So this is a 1. The rest are 6, 7, and 9. So this is 6, 7, and 9. We have a 6, 7, 9 triplet in row 3, which eliminates 6, 7, and 9 from the rest of the row. So they have to be, remaining is 3, 4, 8. This can't be 3. This can't be 8. This can't be 8, which makes this a 6, which makes this an 8. So this can no longer be 5 either. So we have a 7, 9, 7, 9 pair. What else do we have? This can't be 4. Remaining digits in column 6 are 3, 6, 7, 9. Well, this sees both different 7 9s because it sees the yellow one and it sees the purple one. So this can't be 7 or 9. This can't be 7 or 9. So this must be 3 or 6 because 7 and 9 are here. Therefore, where are the 7 and 9s? Where's the last? We have a 3, 6, 3, 6 pair in column 6, which eliminates 3 and 6 from the rest of the column. Therefore, this must be a 7 or 9. Okay, so this 7 or 9 is the purple one, so we'll mark it as, we don't really have a purple, but okay, so that's purple. This is also purple, which means one of these two is purple. So this is purple, this is purple. One of these two is a purple, and one of these two is a purple. One of those two, one of those two. Okay, so yellow has to be one of these two. Yellow has to be here. We're not sure about the other ones. Could be any of these 3. It has to be one of these 3. Or actually one of these 2. This can't be 1. So since this can't be 1, this has to be the purple. Because it cannot be the yellow one, so therefore this can't be purple. This can't be purple then, because this is purple and this is the yellow one. So this has to be purple, which makes this 7 or 9. This has to be 6. Since this is 6, this must be 3, which makes that a 6. We need access to the 7 somehow. And it cannot, and it has to basically be part of this one connecting to the whatever, the turquoise color. I think this was G. Yeah, G. So because 7 has to be one of these, right? Because you can't go out and then come back in. 7 has to be one of these, which means the purple one is a 9. So this can't be purple. This is the purple. This is a purple. So all the purples are 9s then. So this is a 9. This is a 9 because a 7 has to be here to connect this as a Ren band. This is 7. This is 7 and 7. So we don't need the purples anymore because we have all the 9s. These cannot be 9, so it's a 1-7 pair. We already know that. This can't be 5. This can't be 3 or 6 or 1. We have a 4, 5, 8 triplet here. And this can't be 8, so this must be an 8. She cannot cross herself. It has to be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 at least. So it has to be size 7, and this is an 8, so it cannot contain that. Therefore, this must be 5, and we have to have access to 6 and 7. This can't be 6, so this must be 6, which makes this a 7. This can't be 6. This can't be 7, so this is 1. That must be 7. This can't be 1 or 6, so this must be 3, which makes this a 2. Therefore, this cannot be 2. So the line, she cannot cross herself, so she has to go like this and then go back down. Okay. And we have to get from 9 to 1 then. Interesting. For this Ren band. The remaining digits here are 1 and 2. If this were 1, okay, so 1 is already accounted for here. So this cannot be 1. This has to be 4 or 5. So that now we have a 3, 4, 5 triplet in row 9, which eliminates 3, 4, 5 from the rest of the row. That makes this 1, which makes this 6, which makes this a 3. We need access to a 6. We also need 7, 8, and 2. Okay. Well, 8 isn't already in the box. So the 8 has to be somewhere here. We need access to the 2, and 2 can only be one of these 2 cells here. This can't be 1 or 3, so this must be 5, which makes this a 3. This 3 means this can't be 3, so this is a 6. The remaining digits in the row are 3, 4, and 5. This can't be 3 because of this 3. We have a 4, 5, 4, 5 pair in column 4, which eliminates 4 and 5 from the rest of the column. So this must be 8, which makes this a 7. The remaining digits here are 1 and 2. The remaining digits here are 4, 5, 7, and 8. Not 8. 4, 5, and 7. Well, this can't be 5 or 7, so therefore this must be a 4, which makes that a 5, which makes this a 4. This has to be a 7. It cannot touch the 4. It has to get the 6. So she has to go here. She can't cross, so she has to go here. She cannot go to the other one. This has to be a 2. She can't go to the 4. She can't go to the 3. So this must be 2. This is 7, which makes that an 8. This can't be 2, so this is 1, which makes that a 2, which makes that 1. So she has to go this way to the 8 to the 1. And that should be the entire route. This can't be 8 or 4, so this is 3, which makes this 4, which makes that a 3. That's 3 in the corner. We celebrate because we know we're almost done. This has to be a 4 because of that 5, and therefore this must be a 5. Experiment completed successfully. Test date 20, or I guess it's 20th of November 1974. Cells visited 53. Black currants eaten 2. Teleports used 8. Even if Elliot doesn't entirely trust me, Fink seems to. I feel like I've developed a good sense for how she's feeling, and as this has grown, I've become more and more concerned that repeated teleports use could lead to small copying errors accumulating over time. Oh no, Finks will be copied wrong eventually. Elliot maintains that the copying process is now so fine-tuned, with errors so negligible, but there will be errors, that it would take many thousands of teleportations before any effects were noticeable. Even so, another one overheated today. D this time, and cut out after use. I despair. Oh no. I don't know what D is. Is D another rat? Oh no, that's not good. Or is D a teleportation? Oh, it must be yeah, actually it must be a teleportation device. But I'm kind of confused because you're talking about essentially isn't the problem the copying of Finks? Because they're teleporting her around. Anyways, that is the solution to that puzzle, and I hope you enjoyed this solve. And I'll see you next time on Frank Puzzles. Take care.